You're watching The Wedge, and you've just won a brand new car. We're here with a few of the members from Pavement, Stephen Malcolmus, and also Bob Nastanovich.
Right.
Hey, guys. So over the period of time, you've really created a specific sound. It kind of makes you feel kind of strange. And when you first set out to make music, did you set out to make music that made you feel strange, or does it come naturally?
I think what we try to do is be natural at all times. We're not trying to be strange. We're trying to be interesting, perhaps. Maybe for us, with the amount of records we've listened to over time and what interests us now is a little more left of center than what we're hearing behind us now. But, you know, I'll be watching you.
So it's kind of like Thelonious Monk, the pianist. He always had really crazy time signatures.
The Thelonious Monk, I would take that as a pretty intense compliment to be compared to him. So
It's kind of like the strangeness, and he didn't necessarily mean to be strange. It was just his perspective.
we're fans of, you know, pretty weird and perverse noises, and that certainly comes through in our brand of rock music.
And my mother smoked during her pregnancy. Maybe that has something to do with it.
It could be. And how about like lifestyle?
Drank a lot during my mother's pregnancy, so
sperm coming up.
that's right. Sure, yeah. So there's been some chromosomal damage for sure.
You see yourselves as eccentric, or do you have like, what kind of lifestyles do you lead? Fairly normal, or?
I think that we all try to live pretty normal lives. I mean, you say try to live them, then you don't. I mean, we like really typical things like sports and, you know, a lot of just red-blooded American type cultural values. But within that, there's so much weirdness. You know, we get more weirdness from that than from multiple piercings, Marilyn Manson, tattooed type stuff.
I think it's just being like in our age group, in our country, and just being an observer. You encounter a lot of unusual behavioral patterns amongst the other members of your society. Mm-hmm. So if you just keep your eyes open and, you know, talk to strangers and talk to people, then you don't need to necessarily hunt for a weirdness. Mm-hmm. It'll definitely come up and slap you in the face.
Yeah, look right now, we're here.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Absurd.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And they're all secondhand cars, too.
They look brand new, don't they?
Yeah.
Every car here in the store has about 50 or 60,000 miles on it too. So
I think they've done that. They just
twisted.
they twisted them to that perfect amount of mileage where you would consider buying it, but it's like not so much, not so little that it. Yeah, yeah.
You were one of the first people to sort of have that vocal style of like, na 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 na.
You know, the only way you can sing is the way you sing. You can try to sing other ways. I can't sing like Eddie Vedder. I don't have a baritone. You know, I would if I could maybe, but I can't. So I got to do with the best with what I've got.
What about the voice of Geddy Lee? Good, so I wonder if he speaks like an ordinary Torontan.
What about this, Kermit the Frog? It's not easy being green. It's not easy being green.
Is that where I got it from?
Yeah, like, do you think?
I don't know.
Blueprint?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his earlier singles, but as far as his later work, I think ever since he signed to Geffen, he's sold out.
There's magic in the air this evening, magic in the air.
So you also did some work with Blur, with Damon, and also sung a song with Justine Frischmann from Elastica. He's a big admirer of Blur, or of Pavement. Yeah.
Kidding, Damon.
Vice versa, do you admire his work?
Yes. I think that they've got some killer songs, and that's what it comes down to me, is well-arranged songs with insightful lyrics, clever but not overbearing, and you know, I think there's a lot of That's all it is. The tunes, man. I can sound like an Oasis guy talking about Blur. Tunes, man. Tunes.
I get the feeling that you're uncomfortable with conventional heterosexual relationships. Is this something that you feel?
No, I'm a champion of these things. In fact, both two members of our band got married, and I'm extremely happy for them, and to the point of being jealous. So I think that can work. I think sometimes there's a hypocrisy involved in, you know, relationships. But if two people are that clued in and wise and open enough without too big of egos and they want to work it out, they can. It's better than being alone.
Sunday drive past your own Hall of Fame.
I read somewhere that you're single.
Well, currently, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a life choice or anything.
Isn't that weird to, like, on the net, you find out Steven's single?
Yeah.
I think I just haven't met Mrs. Right, you know? A lot of people haven't. A lot of people are with someone who's not Mr. and Mrs. Right, and they're just there for comfort. A lot of people have, you know. Everyone in our band has, you know, it seems like to me. This Mrs. Right, I think you might as well just call it something, whoever you choose. You might as well just, like, because you do just choose in the end. You have to be at the right frame of mind to find that kind of person.
So you didn't join the band for the chicks, hey?
Not this band. I'll have to find another, maybe.
You're so beautiful to look at when you cry.
We're going to be taking a look at your video, Shady Lane.
All right.
And it's a very sort of simple ending to it, like your music that brings up a lot of questions. Is it basically, do you see that everybody just wants a Shady Lane?
Well,
With Mrs. Right.
yeah, Shady Lane, right. On arranged life.
Yeah.
They want arranged life.
And a brand new car.
Yeah.
Are they, yeah.
Or a fine
Just give me the
new
loot, you
used
know.
car.
A shady lane, everybody wants one. A shady lane, everybody needs one.
I have my Shady Lane. I live in a little track. I live in a trackside cottage across the street from Churchill Downs in Louisville, right across the street from my favorite racetrack. And I own 2 horses who live across the street.
Wow.
My colt just raced about a half hour ago. I've got to call and find out how he did. Yeah, so far so good, you know, along those lines, you know.
What's your Shady Lane?
The White House.
Okay, Shady Lane Pavement. Thanks, guys, for stopping
right.
in.
Might be able to wait tables in the White House mess.
Well,